Moving on to the other big story that we're tracking, the row over Savarkar is intensifying by the day in Karnataka, with former Chief Minister B.S. Yadurappa flagging off a Savarkar Rath Yatra in Mysuru today. This Rath Yatra is part of a campaign called Everywhere Savarkar and is meant to spread awareness about the freedom fighter himself. During the event, Yadurappa said that it's wrong to speak incorrectly about Savarkar and called it a sin. Meanwhile, another former Chief Minister, JDS leader Kumaraswamy, has hit out at the Bommai government, alleging them of ignoring real issues for Savarkar. Remember, it all started when a banner featuring Savarkar was put up as part of Independence Day celebrations in Shivamoga. A group of Muslim youth objected, removed the banner and then tried to install a Tipu Sultan banner at the same spot. This eventually resulted in a clash between both groups. Police had to end up lathi charging the mob, and one person was even stabbed quite brutally. After the incident, Savarkar posters and banners are coming up and are being put up in different parts of Karnataka by right-wing groups and even members of the BJP.
ಸಾವರ್ಕರ್ ರಥಯಾತ್ರೆ ಮೂಲಕ ಈ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಜಾಗೃತಿ ಮೂಡಿಸುವಂಥ, ಸಾವರ್ಕರ್ ಅವರ ವಿಚಾರಧಾರೆಗಳನ್ನ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ತಿಳಿಸುವಂಥ, ಜನರಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಗೃತಿ ಮೂಡಿಸಿ ದೇಶಭಕ್ತಿ ಮೂಡಿಸುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ವಿಶೇಷವಾದ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಇದು.
ವೀರ ಸಾವರ್ಕರ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ unnecessarily these BJP friends to spoil the atmosphere of the state. They have encouraging this subject. For that, actually, these Congress friends, they are putting petrol to fight it. What will be the message they wanted to give? Several problems we are facing here.
The big question that really arises out of this Rath Yatra, what is this fight about? Why is there a fight over Savarkar? Why is there a fight if some want to celebrate him? Why is there opposition? And why is the Congress opposing to it while also hoisting Tipu Sultan? Let's take that to our guest joining us. S. Prakash is Karnataka BJP spokesperson. Nagaraju Yadav is from Karnataka Congress. Nagaraju Yadav, if the BJP wants to celebrate Savarkar, let's say they want to take out a Rath Yatra. Earlier, Siddaramaiah was saying that why did you put up his posters in a Muslim area? Why? Why is the Congress even getting into this?
See, Congress is not interested in all these things. We are talking about development all the time. It is BJP which is pushing the people to talk on these issues. BJP is the one trying to bring Savarkar or Hindutva or polarization kind of politics, which is not accepted to Congress, because as a principal opposition in the Karnataka state, we have right to question when the law and order is not in place. When the Shivamoga area, after Harsha's death, there is all becoming sensitive areas. Instead of maintaining the law and order, they are allowing such things to happen, which was questioned by Congress in the interest of the state and the law and order. Nothing else it was. We don't want a polarization kind of vote bank.
I take your point and I will take that to the BJP. What I'm not understanding is, why should Savarkar be so polarizing that it will lead to law and order? Why?
You asking me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. The Savarkar is also son of India. We have no disrespect for an individual.
Yes.
But the ideology what he had the same ideology of Hindutva, and Jinnah had ideology of Islamic country.
Right.
So these kind of ideologies which was not in the interest of a father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi. We follow the principles of Mahatma Gandhi. We follow the peace given by the root of peace given by the Mahatma Gandhi. But here the conflict comes here between the Hindutva versus Islamic
okay.
issues.
I take that point too. I take that point too. But what was the genesis
that is the reason
of
we oppose
this?
him. It's not individual for something
I get
else.
your point. I get your point. Ideologically, you oppose Savarkar. That's fine. You must discuss, debate, and put forth your point. But in this case, this entire row began because somebody wanted to put up a Savarkar poster. Now, if there is a law and order situation, it's because of people who are opposing it and rioting and fighting over it. Not the Savarkar poster and not Savarkar's ideology. Maintaining law and order is the responsibility of all sides. You cannot say that because I don't like something, I will riot. Mr. Yadav.
Hello? Yeah. No. What I'm trying to say is not because the poster is one issue. What BJP's the track record speaks very well is that they do not take the elections in a democratic way on a development activities. They always want to find something with sentiments of Hindu sentiments, and they want to polarize the elections, and they want to sit on the power, which is not acceptable, which is not good in the taste of Indian democracy.
Then you
The
should stay out
Constitution is
of
very,
it.
very
No, why do
clear.
you let
Freedom
them?
of speech is given.
Why do you let them switch the goalpost?
No, the issue.
You said very rightly the BJP is trying to
what
make
we are
this about Savarkar, and that's why we are reacting. You should not.
Yeah. No. As a principal opposition, when it's unconstitutional, when they're trying to do all sorts of things,
What is
there is so many issues about
unconstitutional?
Savarkar which can be debated.
What is unconstitutional here?
I'll tell you what is. I'll tell you, unconstitutional is that when the area is so sensitive in nature and they are allowing such activities to go on is completely unconstitutional. It's a responsibility of the state government to maintain law and order. It is not a constitutional binding of a state government. When the state government takes things law and order for granted, they want this thing to happen. I'll ask you one more thing.
But I
The
still don't
STP and PFI
understand why Savarkar should be so polarizing that people are compelled to take law into their hands. That's not justified either.
It is polarizing.
You are giving an alibi to those who just come on the streets and riot at the drop of the hat. Today they don't like Savarkar poster. Tomorrow they'll not like somebody else's poster. That is not a reason for rioting. Anyways, but let S. Prakash respond.
Let me tell you. The polarization is happening because Savarkar's agenda is Hindutva. Should the Indian constitution work on Hindutva? Or should it work on the principles of Ambedkar given
working
constitution?
according to Hindutva, sir? We are a democracy.
These are
political ideology, which is different from Nehruvism.
No, these are the people.
1 second, sir. Sir, please don't speak over it. A political ideology which is different than Gandhi's, which is different than Nehru, which is different than Congress is allowed in India. You don't have a monopoly on what ideology should work in India. But now, please let S. Prakash come in. No, sir. In the name of ideology, violence is not tolerable. Let S. Prakash come in. S. Prakash, the point that Mr. Yadav is making is, do you not have any other issues? Why is everything about Savarkar for you ahead of elections? Is this not a deliberate bid to polarize? You don't have better issues to fight the next election?
We are fighting the election on developmental agenda only.
We don't hear about it.
We are fighting the election on the state development and also the central government contribution, central government developmental activities. But what happened was, it is the congressman who burned the Savarkar portrait, who protested against Savarkar. Siddaramaiah, as an opposition leader and former chief minister, termed Savarkar as bootlicker of Britishers. They abused him. For us, he is a role model. For us, he is a great freedom fighter. We defend him. It is not the agenda for the election. When a freedom fighter is insulted in national. Sir, I did not speak in between when you are making your point. Please keep quiet. I did not interfere when you were making your point. Mr. Jagareda, you are my good friend. Please listen to me. Okay? We are defending him. It is not an election issue at all. Today, the yatra is not taken by the Bharatiya Janata Party. It is the Savarkar supporters and those who believe in Savarkar is a great freedom fighter. They are taking the message of Savarkar to nook and corner of the 3-4 district, because the huge misconception is being circulated. Misinformation campaign is carried out by the Congress party needlessly. Savarkar
but when the former chief minister, one second, when your tallest leader in the state, your former chief minister, gets involved in such an activity, then it's no longer just some people's activity, right? With Mr. Yediyurappa lending his presence and support, this has effectively become the state issue. This has effectively become, you have projected it as an election issue.
No, Mr. Yediyurappa is a nationalist leader. He is respecting a freedom fighter. It is the duty of every Indian to support Savarkar. He is as a freedom fighter. He is not a polarization figure. He never advocated Hindu-Muslim disunity. He worked for the unity of the Hindu-Muslim. He never fought for any communal reasons. He fought for the nation. If the Congress party believes only the Gandhi family is the freedom fighters, all others are polarizing figure and their agenda should not be circulated or accepted. It is the unconstitutional. It is their mindset is speaking. 65
okay, let Mr. Yadav come in. Let Mr. Yadav come in for 30 seconds and you respond.
Yeah, madam. See, whatever Mr. Prakash said is my dear friend. But one thing I'll tell you, polarization of politics is not accepted to Congress party, because we want a secular India. We want development and agenda for election, which we were trying to do that. They are polarizing. It will not run for a very long time. Very shortly, the people of India will realize and they'll defeat communal forces, whichever form it is in from. But India and Karnataka especially suffering with corruption and polarization, which is not correct. Congress will fight till the end to safeguard the interest of secularism of this country.
Mr. Prakash?
Developmental agenda, Mr. Nagaraj Yadav says. What is the development agenda they have put forth all these days? They are only abusing BJP, our Prime Minister, and now Savarkar has been included in that list. Where is their program for the state? 8 months to go for the polls. Not a single program they have announced. Only they are attacking the BJP in every program. Only they are attacking the Prime Minister blindly. See, we are only focusing on governance. It is they who raise the Savarkar issue, and we are answering them.
Prime Minister is definitely questionable under party democracy. There is a democracy in this country, and he will be questioned today, and he will be questioned tomorrow also. That is the beauty of democracy. You understand that, and you cannot say it's polarized. You are trying to behave like a dictator. Dictatorship will not run in India. We need a people's government, and we want people's aspirations to be kept up, which you are against. You tell me now, what is your question of corruption? What is your stand on corruption? Take a Rath Yatra for corruption, to stop corruption. Take a Rath Yatra to create jobs. Take a Rath Yatra to get the peace. Take Rath Yatra to see the women of this country are safe. You guys are doing nothing. You only want to polarize the election. You want to polarize the youngsters and bring them to streets. Today all Hindus are getting killed by you people. Don't know how to maintain the law and order. Inexperienced people running this country and the state, which is gone today to the highest level of corruption. You are responsible for this, Mr. Prakash. I don't accept.
But Mr.
I never
Prakash,
accept a person
Mr.
like you to talk
Prakash,
like
okay,
this.
let me
This
come
is
in
not
here.
correct at all.
Mr. Prakash, is it not correct that there have been instances where the state has been unable to control law and order situations? Now, whether those issues like the hijab row or whether there's a Savarkar poster, whether it should lead to law and order, I don't think so. Nobody has the right to be taking law into their hands just because of these issues. If you want to live in a true democracy, you have to behave also worthy of that democracy. But the state also must have some intelligence, have some preemptive action, have the will, show the will that you will not allow miscreants to take law into their own hands. You failed to do so.
No, one more example.
There were two instances of riots minor riots in Karnataka. No, I will answer to her. You can answer to me later. She asked me a question, I am answering her. No. You have to take. You want to say 100 things.
Let Mr. Prakash finish, then Mr. Yadav.
No. Madam, there were two minor incidents in Karnataka. Law and order is very much in control. Law and order has not collapsed. The opposition and ruling party, both of them are responsible to maintain the peace and harmony of the state. When there is a disturbance, it is also the responsibility of the opposition party to appeal to the people to maintain harmony, maintain peace, and advise those who are indulging in riots. But that did not happen. Siddaramaiah poured petrol into that he is responsible for creating unrest in the state, and that is the reason that there are a lot of disturbances and communal divide among
Well, that doesn't absolve you, sir. Law and order is still under you. There are, as Mr. Yadav mentioned, several, your own workers are unhappy with you. Your own workers and your own constituents, the ones who support the BJP, are unhappy with you in Karnataka. But you have a responsibility for everybody, not just the people who vote for you.
Okay.
No, that was passed.
Madam, one last.
You please answer.
Mr. Yadav, 30 seconds.
Prakash, 1 minute. Last.
Yeah.
36, yeah. See, now, for example, you take 26, we wanted to have a march toward Madikeri. What was the response to the state government? They should have convinced the Siddaramaiah government and say that this is not required. Instead of doing that, the sitting ruling government wants to do the Janajagrati program in Madikeri on the same day. So 144 section comes in place. Is this way administration is done? They could have done it on next day, or 27th or 28th, or they could have done it on 25th. What kind of an administration they have? They are taking the law and order to them. One Mr. Prakash, please have discipline. I listen to you. Please have discipline. Do not be indisciplined. I am telling you, with the sitting ruling government, sitting ruling, when shooting. 1 minute. No. Sitting governments will take up the same day they want to do a Jana Jagrati program. What does it mean? They want to put 144 section in the Karnataka state people. Nine districts are undergone to 144 section in these 3.5 years of time. Why should people of Karnataka suffer for this?
Okay, let him respond. Let him respond. I'm running out of time. Let him respond.
Siddaramaiah announced a program that 25,000 people will be brought to Markera to protest against the superintendent of police. That would have created a huge law and order problem.
There is a right, it's a constitutional right to protest against the law and order of the Karnataka state.
I did not speak in the middle. I did not speak in the middle. Previously,
you
when
cannot
Tipu Jayanti was there, there was a widespread
violence
violence
in my ears. I will speak only the truth, and Congress will stand by the secular fabric of this country.
To prevent that, 144 was imposed. It is only to maintain the law and order.
As a responsible opposition party, you are not able to give protection to opposition leader.
Program.
Okay, one second. I want to come in. I'm running out of time. I have one final question for Mr. Yadav. Mr. Yadav, do you think that, indulging with the BJP or, taking up Savarkar as if, he is your primary opponent in today's day and age? Let people talk about Savarkar. Let them celebrate him if some want to. Let people debate him. Let people have a discussion on it. But isn't this a slippery slope and also a losing battle for the Congress party to be seen as opposing Savarkar? I don't think that this is working for the Congress party anymore.
In the beginning, in the beginning of the debate, I said that very clearly. As Congress persons, we definitely respect every individual born in this country. No doubt about it. The ideological difference is there. We don't ideological. One minute, Prakash. Ideological difference is there. The ideology of Savarkar is nothing but the ideology of Mr. Jinnah, which is not acceptable to us.
But when people hail Jinnah in this country, then the Congress is nowhere to be seen. जब जिन्ना को हेल करते हैं तब तो कांग्रेस कुछ नहीं बोलती.
If non-political, 1 minute, madam. If somebody want to non-politically celebrate Savarkar's birthday or procession, let them do it. So it is their right as constitution given to them.
Yeah, but when that poster was being put up, and then people objected to it and wanted to put up a Tipu Sultan poster, the Congress did not condemn it.
See, in the name. No, if somebody takes a law and order in the hand by tearing the Tipu Sultan poster or Savarkar poster, taking law in hand will be condemned.
No, will be condemned. But you don't come out vociferously on it. That's the thing. If somebody has done it, whoever it is, then the platitudes come. Anyways, I've run out of time. Sorry, I've run out of time. I do thank both of you for joining us. This debate, of course, looks like it will continue till the next Karnataka elections. Time for a very short break. On the other side, the day's biggest story.